Montado is a very particular ecosystem created by man characteristic of Alentejo. It consists of cork oak forests of very delicate balance that only exist in the Mediterranean, Algeria, Morocco and especially in the southern regions of the Iberian Peninsula. Montado plays important roles in soil conservation, water quality and oxygen production. They are extremely unique Mediterranean ecosystems which include a very rich and diverse biodiversity, considered very important for nature conservation at the national and European level. More than 120 bird species are inventoried in the Montado, some of them endangered, such as the Bonelli eagle, the Iberian imperial eagle or the black stork. Also, the Iberian lynx, one of the 5 most endangered species in the world, occurs in the Portuguese mountains. And in the future, the recovery of this animal might be optimal due to enormous amounts of habitat. In the case of Portugal, the country with the largest extension of cork oaks in the world, the Montado is legally protected from the Middle Ages, being prohibited its cutting down and encouraged the exploration. The cork oak has been national heritage in Portugal since December 2011, and the mount is a candidate for the Patrimony of Humanity. Cork trees may only be cut if they are dead or sick, and even then, only with the written authorization of the authorities. In Portugal, cork oak represents about 21% of the forest area and is responsible for the production of more than 50% of cork consumed worldwide. We find the cork oak with some frequency in north of the Tejo, in areas where the castanheira also dominates, and most frequently in Ribatejo and Alentejo, being this tree symbol of the typical landscape of this region, associated in some places with azinheiras forming the cork oak. In the north and central coasts, it is mainly associated with the pine tree. Also, in the interior of the country, there is a good settlement of Montado, where in the last centuries, the great spot of wild pine was installed, mainly after the Great Forest Fires. The cork oak is a bulky tree, has green foliage all year round and can become 10 to 50 meters high in the case of an adult cork oak. One of the most interesting peculiarities of this tree is the production of an homogeneous outer shell formed by an elastic, impermeable fabric and thermal isolation cork. It is a 100% natural, recyclable, reusable and renewable material that has unique, unmatched qualities. The cork life cycle as a raw material begins with the extraction of bark from cork oaks. It is the so-called corking that takes place during the most active phase of cork growth between mid-May or early June until the middle or end of August. It takes 25 years for a cork oak tree to begin producing cork and to be profitable. Its trunk has to reach a perimeter of about 70% when measured at 1.3 meters from the ground. From then on, its exploration will last on average 150 years with a periodicity of 9 years. Corking cork oak is an ancestral process that can only and should only be done by specialists, the descortiçadores. To avoid damaging the tree, you need manual skills and lots of experience. The world's production of cork exceeds 200,000 tons per year. In this area, Portugal and Spain achieve a more predominant leadership than they do in the terms of cork oak forest area, representing together more than 3/4 of the world production. Portugal continues to lead the world production of cork, with an average annual production of more than 100,000 tons. Our country is the world's leading exporter of cork and the manufacturer of corks. This is a raw material of an industrial activity, the cork industry. The export of cork products accounts for around 3% of total Portuguese exports and is around 900 million euros per year. With cork, it is possible to produce different types of products, such as corks, suitcases, shoes, rain hats, among others. Cork is also used as a term isolator for dwellings. As an example of this is the new cultural center of Vendas Novas. Of cork oak forest with the exploration of cork also generates important local and regional income to allow to maintain employment in the rural world. In addition to cork production, the creation of high-quality milk and meat species, beekeeping, the collection of edible mushrooms, and tourism activities. Nothing is wasted in the cork oak. Its fruit, the archon, is used to propagation of the tree itself, as food for certain animals, and for the manufacture of cooking oils. The leaves are used as a natural fertilizer and as a forage. Firewood and charcoal are materials that result from pruning, and the natural acids found in the cork oak wood are part of composition of beauty products and chemicals.